Audi seems to be taking steps forward in the future, but the significance of the combustion engine legacy is still being proved in the Audi lineup. The Audi GT50 is introduced as a custom concept that has been built to mark the 50th anniversary of the inline-five engine. The inline-five engine is acknowledged as a configuration that has contributed to the sports image of Audi. The Audi GT50 was developed by apprentices at the Audi training facility in Neckarsulm. The history of design freedom and engine respect has been incorporated in a single vehicle through the Audi GT50. The Audi GT50 is introduced as an expression of the past. Neckarsulm has been created as a lab to test some of its most extreme concepts for Audi. Some examples of apprentice-built projects from Neckarsulm include cars known for going against limits, making their concepts seem even crazier. Some examples include RS6 GTO concept cars, which went on to develop a production version in RS6 GT models, a concept electric version of the A2 Audi automobile, and a 236 horsepower version of the NSU Prinz EV follow as examples of apprentices' work in this group. Tradition is continued in GT50 models, in which the past plays a crucial role as its fuel source instead of electricity and minimalism. The event is worth noting for another reason. Next year will mark the 50th anniversary that has passed since the 5-cylinder inline engine was invented by Audi. The 5-cylinder inline engine made its first appearance in the 1976 Audi 100. Right from the start, this configuration has continued to be viewed as unconventional. This configuration has continued to occupy the middle ground between 4-cylinder engines on one side and 6-cylinder engines on the other. A combination of smoothness, size, and distinctive engine sound has continued to be achieved through the 5-cylinder configuration. Use of this configuration has continued to stand out as one of the most identifiable traits associated with Audi. Later on, fame was won for the inline-five through racing success and its presence in road-going cars. Versions of the Audi Quattro, which changed the face of rallying, featured the inline-five engine. Successful times in the Group B period have also been achieved by the inline-five. Later on, the roar of the inline-five was heard in the tracks in cars such as the 90 Quattro IMSA GTO and the 200 Quattro Trans Am. A great name was made through winning and close racing. It was the distinctive warble of the inline-five that made it an icon. In the past, the 5-cylinder engine design was tested by different manufacturing companies such as BMW, Ford, Fiat, Volvo, Volkswagen, and others. Eventually, all of them ditched the 5-cylinder design. However, at Audi, the 5-cylinder design was not permitted to become extinct. Presently, the inline-five design exists in the RS3. In an environment where the 4-cylinder turbocharged engines and electric motors rule the market, the inline-five design is the only mechanical component left. It also acted as the donor car for the GT50. However, the story of the 5-cylinder engine might not be finished yet. This engine has been fitted to the Formentor compact crossover by Cupra, which happens to be the sister brand of Audi. In fact, Volkswagen reportedly considers fitting a variant of this engine to their Golf R model. In this regard, the GT50 seems to represent more of an unsolved matter. Visually, there is no similarity between the GT50 and RS3 cars. The apprentices removed curved surfaces and opted for sharp edges and squared-off designs. The body shape reflects that of touring cars from the 1980s. The impression is that a racing car from Road America or a 760 Competizione from the IMSA paddock has been transported through time. The three-box shape is retained, but it is overstated through larger fenders, flat areas, and racing details that aim to make a visual statement more than a refined one. The wheel design is immediately striking. Big turbofan wheels give the car a dominating presence and hark back to the classic racing car designs of the past. A sense of overbearing, cartoon-like aggression is added in the process. An old-fashioned grille layout is matched with these wheels and pays a direct tribute to the IMSA Trans Am legends of Audi. All the angles of the GT50 seem to have been designed deliberately. Traditional elements have been taken into account in the entirety of the body, while modern brand minimalism has been intentionally steered clear of.
Under the hood, restraint has been exercised. The source here is the RS3's 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-five, which puts out 394 horsepower in the GT50 version. There are no power modifications, not out of inability, mind you, but because the engine itself becomes the tribute. A lot more power can easily be coaxed out from this engine with minimal modifications, but GT50 values substance more than numbers. However, the bigger picture is very alluring. A crazier version of the RS3 is expected to be launched by Audi. It is expected that an attempt would be made to outdo others like the Mercedes-AMG A45 in the hot hatch power stakes race. It is against this backdrop that the GT50 serves as an appetizer that precedes a louder, more furious version from the manufacturer. This project was introduced in a quiet manner by the German news publication Stimme in an Instagram post. Nonetheless, the influence that this project has can be traced beyond the attention that it has received on social media. The GT50 serves as a living history of Audi's performance and was developed by apprentices who have the foresight to comprehend the history and the vision that Audi aims to achieve in the coming years. Electrification doesn't dismiss the GT50, but challenges the direct rivalry that EV projects have focused on. In a world where the watchword is efficiency metrics and electric range, the Audi GT50 shows that emotional engineering still has a place. This five-cylinder engine, which broke all the rules, powered some of the most iconic racing cars, and still has fans in their droves all these years on, is rightly commemorated. Big, brash, unashamedly retro, the GT50 is a reminder that in racing, progress doesn't have to mean forgetfulness.